Okay, hello, lovely people. Sorry, let's start with that. Again, starting a little early. This is the soap from the video explaining how to accurately measure layers. So this is the little diagram that I used. So what I have here, I mixed up all of my oils in this container, and then I've measured off 200 grams each of the oils in these because that was what I worked out with 5 layers. This one I have just added my 30 grams of milk to. I'm not going to add my milk to this one because this is the top layer, so it's just going to go aside for now. This is my middle layer, so again I'm not going to add the milk to that because that'll cool it down, and if I just leave it alone, it might be all right and it might not set up. Doesn't matter if it does, if it just goes back solid. I mean, I soap with that on a regular basis anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to mix my milk through. I always like to mix my milk through before I put my lye in. I don't know why, I just do. So that, I mean, it won't emulsify because it's oil and water. So, but it's mixed enough that when I put the lye in, it's kind of, you know, a homogeneous kind of mix, whereas it's not just the milk sitting in the bottom. I don't know, it's probably stupid, but I always like to mix my milk in, or any liquid that I'm using, into my oils a little bit before I add the lye. So I'm going to go add the lye and I'll come back. Okay, so the lye is in here now. Now what I'm going to do, because I want to do minimal mixing with this, I'm going to actually put some cocoa, or not, because apparently I have no upper body strength whatsoever. Cocoa or, no, drinking chocolate, not cocoa powder, because I like drinking chocolate. I forgot this was down here. I had ice cream the other day. I could have had this on it. And I'm going to, I can put a reasonable amount in because it doesn't matter if it accelerates because it's only a little bit and it's going straight in the bottom of the mould that I don't have out. So this is basically my version of a Christmas soap. Alright, we'll give this a bit of a whiz and check out its colour, and then we'll make a decision on whether we're going to put some mica in or not. Yep, we put mica in. I mean, it's not awful, but it's... Let's do that. Okay, actually what I might do is I also have my fragrance measured off here because this is the 5th of my recipe. This is 6 grams of fragrance. This is fudge brownies or fudge brownie from Aroma. I always use this for chocolate because I don't know what fudge brownies smell like, but they just smell like chocolate to me. Look at that colour already. I mean, that's beautiful. And apparently this fragrance is wonderful. Why do I always use really good fragrances when I'm making layered soap? Oh, the best part about this is I've measured out the mint fragrance. It's sitting over there, and I'm getting this chocolate from here and that mint from over there, and it's so good. I feel like I need a mint slice biscuit. You know what? I'm gonna take this out because I want a really straight layer. So even if this is not quite as set up as it could be, I do actually want to make it fairly straight. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's not. Again, it's another one of these things. It doesn't really matter, but let's just do this anyway. Oh, it smells so perfect. It's just so chocolatey, guys. It's so good. I always find that adding the drinking chocolate, you can smell the drinking chocolate after saponification. A lot of things don't survive saponification. Drinking chocolate does, which is weird, but there you have it. I have not tried cocoa powder because I don't have any. It's not something that I would normally have in the house because I don't like it. I like drinking that. And for my American friends, because Australians will know what I'm talking about, drinking chocolate is a Cadbury product. So I don't know if you guys would have it or not. All right, so This is my middle piece, which is basically 3 layers mixed together. Now the reason I didn't just work out 3 layers is because I don't want 3 even layers. I want to do 2 smaller layers, as you can see by the amount that's in there. God, I'm gonna knock something over here in a minute. So yeah, so that's why I did 5 layers. And if I wanted them smaller, I would have done, say, 7 or 8 layers, but I knew I wanted about a 1/5. So that's why I did it in 5 layers. And then these 3 are going to be together. So I've combined them and worked out what I need for in here. So this is 600 grams of oil, or basically what's left from pouring off 2 lots of 200. So I didn't measure it because I don't need to, because it's pretty close. So I'm going to go and put my milk in this, and we'll come back and we'll give it a whiz. I tell you what, I'm getting pretty spot on with my mixing these days. I mean, my measuring these days. Making sprinkles all the time because I only do 200 grams of soap a go. I only put in, I don't remember because I have it written down, a very small amount of lye. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm quite good at just pouring out just little bits of lye. Although I must say, I do prefer, what's that one? The Systema jug to the Decor jug. The Decor jug is a little harder to get perfect, which is these ones. They have a much bigger spout, whereas the Systema ones have a much better spout. So I'll be grabbing another one of those. I think you can get those from Woolies, maybe? Woolies or Coles, one of the two. I'm pretty sure you can get them from Kmart. So as you can see, I've just mixed it together just so it's just, you know, a little bit mixed up. And now I'm going to go and add my lye and I'll be back. Okay, so also again in an attempt to do as little mixing as possible, I'm going to put my titanium dioxide in here now. I did give it a decent amount as well because I want this to be fairly white. All right, I'm going to do the minimal of mix, minimal amount of mixing on this because I don't know if I'm going to be mixing it anymore or not. We'll see. It's quite an awkward amount. It's just not quite deep enough because the stick blender is just there, but it's not enough to sort of tip on its side. I just left it in the container so I didn't make any more containers dirty because I have a lot of soaps to make. Okay, so what should I do? Oh, that's set up really nicely over here. Look at this. I'm not sure whether to put the confetti in now and then put the fragrance in, or put the fragrance in first. Now it's mint. I'm assuming it will just loosen trace, to which we're not even at yet. No, we're just emulsified. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Indecision, racked with it. There's a bit of oil up there, let's grab that. There's a little bit up there as well. So these all scrape down, get into the corners just in case there's anything in there. There isn't usually, but you never know. You know what, I'm gonna put the fragrance in, and if it stuffs up I can always just see. That's the advantage of having this written down. If this bit stuffs up, I know how to make it again. Now I'm using mint, just plain old mint from Range. What is that? Oh, that's a bit of red stuff. That's okay. Oh my god, that's fresh. It's so, oh my god, it's like spearmint chewing gum. Just, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. All right, well then, I think we might take this out. I don't think we're gonna need this. I don't want these to be really small chunks because I don't like that look. I think I've discovered that's what I don't like about confetti soaps is when they're really small chunks. So a lot of this isn't tiny little chunks. Some of it is, but most of it's not. So this is, basically I'm calling this a peppermint crisp, even though peppermint crisps do not have red bits in them. They just have chocolate and then white, or are they green in the middle? I don't know. I don't eat peppermint crisps. I don't eat them, well, I mean, if someone gave me one, I'd eat it, but I don't eat them enough to actually buy them, so I'm all about the breakaway chocolate at the moment. I'm in love with that. It's so good. It's so much better than a Kit Kat. It's like a Kit Kat on crack. It's so good. They're about as addictive as crack, I reckon. That and that bloody buttermilk, I can't eat that stuff anymore. It makes me sick. Oh. I'm gonna guess that that's Curtis. Either that or Boogly has done something. Oh, no, I don't actually think it is Curtis. Wow, okay, that was a lot. This is also a lot. I wasn't sure how much of this I was going to add. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. And look how well it's behaving. So if this doesn't discolour, you know it is Curtis. He's such an elephant. And there goes Boogly behind him. She's going, thump, 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 dunk, 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 dunk. Oh dear, too funny. He'd be probably looking for me. Although he should know I'm downstairs. I just sent him a photo of an exploded can of friggin' Pepsi. Okay, now this is too loose. Although the advantage of making all of these layers separate is I can wait until this thickens up to put the next layer on, which I may have to do. Because this is just, guys, look at this. It's just perfect. And there's also, I can see that there's a green, there's one green bit in there somewhere. No, I'm not going to put any more in. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm just going to pour this in like it is and just wait for it to set up. Is that red? Oh, that's a... it's a whole star. Oh, it smells so good. I wish we had smell-o-vision. That smells so good, and it looks pretty much exactly how I was hoping it would look. I may pour it on the spatula anyway, I think, just in case. But this is so perfectly fluid. I'm so pleased with this. Let's just hope I don't hate it because it's a bloody confetti soap. I mean, that's entirely possible. But like I said before, I have made confetti soap that I liked before. We're seriously going to have to wait for this to set up. That's not setting up. That's not setting up. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I have to use one of these that already has stuff in it. So I want to leave enough room for the chocolate. I mean, if I use this last little bit, it still might be enough, but sometimes my recipes overfill and I've added confetti as well, so I don't want to risk it. And I don't want to have uneven chocolate layers because that'll look stupid. I'll just put that little bit left in there and that in there. Oh, this smells so good. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to wait because that is not setting up anytime soon. Look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, alright. Well, I guess I'll make some sprinkles while I wait for that. Alright, well, I'll see you guys in a second. Bye. So much for a minute. Well, It's been an hour. Ah dear, doesn't matter. It's set up now and starting to gel. It's quite warm anyway. I'll just put all this in. I've got the lye and the milk and everything in there, so I'm going to give it a mix. Just body strength would be great, just a little bit. I'm going to give it a mix without the fragrance first, and then I'll put the fragrance in when she loosens up a bit. Okay, that's loosened up a bit. I'm going to scrape the top of the stick blender just because I put that in there when everything was a bit solid. I don't know why I'm scraping that out of there. That's kind of stupid, but actually for that matter I don't really. You know what? I am. I'm going to put that in there now, and I'll give it one little whiz just to make sure that it's completely emulsified. That'll do the trick. Yeah, I know at least one person who doesn't like this fragrance. She said it smells like arse, but it doesn't. It's very chocolatey. I have made the messes. I have made the messes here. Move you out of the way. Can't believe that took so long to set up. But it looks like the confetti hasn't sunk. I don't know if you can hear Curtis stomping around up there. He's not stomping, he's just walking. He's just heavy like me. Not like fat heavy, just this is how we walk. Just going to pour this in because this is solid now, so it doesn't matter. It's definitely not going to make the layer not straight. That's friggin' perfect. If I had to put that little bit extra in, it would have been too much. So I can't believe how perfectly this soap has turned out. I'm not going to do anything to the top of this because it would not look right. What I will do, however, is while it's still fluid like this, because it's actually got a bit of a pattern, let's find something. That's what we were looking for. I'm just going to just do a little bit of just because you will actually see this, so just so it has a little something. What the bloody hell is he doing up there? Oh dear. Alright, I think that's quite nice. Alright, we'll leave that, and I will see you in a minute for the cutting. Bye. Hello. I'm so excited about cutting this. I was just saying to Curtis, it's not very often that I get super excited about cutting a soap, but I'm really keen to see this one, so I thought I would bring you along for the boring part, because when I open this, I imagine I'll be very excited. The minute I open the sides, the mint just sort of, oh, it's so good. Alright, it's got a flat top. How we going? How we going? How we going? Can't see the sides yet. Oh yes, look! Oh my god, it's still perfectly white. The corners are a little soft. I mean, it's ready to be cut, but the corners are just a little soft. Okay. Let's cut this soap. Get you positioned. Alrighty. Ka-ching! Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. So you can see the discoloration. That will go all the way through the soap. That chocolate fragrance does actually discolor a little bit. Fudge brownie. But oh my god, that's so perfect. I love it. I like the fact that the chunks are bigger. I think that's been my problem all along with these confetti soaps, is that I didn't leave the chunks big enough, I think, because I'm really enjoying that. And it kind of looks like a candy cane crushed up between two chocolate layers. That's what I'm thinking. It smells amazing. There's just the right amount of chocolate to mint. Like even when the mint is sort of full on, there's still that undertone of chocolate. I think if I had just used drinking chocolate as the fragrance, or just the fragrance oil, I don't think it would have been as effective. So I'm really, really happy with that. So yeah, that's great. Oh, and it's just stayed like perfectly white. There's no discoloration in that at all. The bottom layer is not like perfectly straight, because I mean that was still not perfectly set up, but you can see this one because it was like hard when I put it on there. But yeah, I'm really stoked that. I'm really excited for this whole wholesale order, to be honest, because I have just got complete and utter freedom to do everything. The only request she had this time was that I've got to do 4 dupes in black and red, and that was it. I'm allowed to throw other colours in with them as well, but so that's it. So for 21 soaps, I have a very, very limited bossiness. That's not the word I want. She's not bossy at all. But yeah, I can pretty much do what I want, which is great. And I get to do things like this. So, and I get to make 2 Christmas soaps. Alright, well that's it. I will see you for the next one.